So this new nursing home and retirement home has just been built near me, and the council have decided to build it next to a lovely cemetery, giving all the new residents a front row seat to what's coming next.
Can someone help me, please? I can't move my legs.
Sexual assault and rape of vulnerable adults in care homes happens a lot more than we think.
They say don't be mardy to you. That's not a professional way to treat older people in a care home at Balmoral, is that? I think they've been very horrible to you, Mark.
You're the old one, Glenn. You're watching
Are you doing more harm than good by putting your parents in a nursing home? Here in the UK, over the last 10 years, the number of people over 65 in care homes has jumped by 20%. Now that's huge. Now with the UK being Great Britain, it's always been named as a Christian country, which emphasises honour your father and mother. Why is this being missed? Why are nursing homes busier than ever? Now, research shows that nursing homes can significantly impact physical and mental health. A study in the British Medical Journal found that elderly individuals in nursing homes are more likely to suffer from malnutrition and dehydration due to inadequate staffing and lack of personalised attention. They are also at high risk of falls and hospitalizations from insufficient supervision and improper medication management. Mental health is equally affected. According to the Mental Health Foundation, up to 40% of nursing home residents suffer from depression. That's huge compared to the lower rate of those living at home. The feeling of isolation, loss of independence, and the sterile environment contribute to this decline. Social interactions in nursing homes are limited. Elderly individuals thrive in familiar surroundings with regular family interaction. They would survive in areas that they've grown up in. Taking them from that environment will most likely cause a decline. Studies show that those who stay at home maintain better cognitive functions and have a lower risk of developing dementia. Now you will wonder, well, how about the professional care? You get professional care in nursing homes. While they have trained staff, the quality of care is not always going to be consistent. Why? Because of overworked and underpaid staff, and also inexperienced staff. This can lead to neglect and lack of personalised care. This is not just my opinion. The Care Quality Commission in the UK reports that several nursing homes fail to meet basic standards of care, which can have serious repercussions for the residents who are essentially paying for that service. So knowing all this, isn't it better to look after your parents at home under your supervision and help them during their years of potential decline?
Right then. I've had quite enough of keeping quiet about what's happening in our so-called care homes across this country. I literally wouldn't be caught dead in one. I have my own small house, a dog that fetches my slippers and a couple of kippers for breakfast in the morning. That's me, all I need in this life. They still call us the silent generation, don't they? Not that there's many of us left now. I was born in the 1930s, lived through rationing, the Blitz, made do and mended without a word of complaint. I'm no baby boomer. I never liked them, all drugs and sex. Hippies, I couldn't stand them. Well, I'll tell you something. I won't be silent about this disgrace any longer. The story's coming out. Elderly folk left sitting in their own filth for hours. Medicine not given properly. Families kept away during the worst of it. And don't get me started on the money these places charge whilst treating our most vulnerable like they're nothing more than warehouse stock. Every person in those homes was once somebody's child, somebody's hero. They deserve better than this. We all deserve better than this. Silent generation? Not on my watch. Not about this. The United Kingdom should be ashamed.
Let's talk about a massive issue in the UK, because it's been going on too long. Systemic abuse and neglect in nursing homes in the UK. It's appalling. They reckon that there's over 400,000 older people living in nursing homes in the UK. These facilities are supposed to be providing care and support to those who are vulnerable. However, there's loads and loads of cases of abuse and neglect in care homes. Abuse takes many different forms. Physical abuse, emotional, financial. Some of the residents report this themselves and they're ignored. Why? Why are they ignored? This is unacceptable. And it goes against the basic principles of care. Neglect is a major issue in nursing homes, and this includes inadequate medical care, lack of proper nutrition, not carrying out the basic personal care needs, and failing to do overnight welfare checks on our loved ones. It's just not right. Let us not forget that our loved ones are suffering in these nursing homes. So it's our responsibility as a society to demand better care and treatment for our elderly. We can't keep turning a blind eye to this issue because it's a massive issue in the UK. It's time for the government and the care homes to take action and ensure the well-being and safety of all residents in every care home in the UK. Unfortunately, there's more to come, because I've got a really big story to tell, and it's called Ginty's Eye.
First it was the hotels that the asylum seekers are occupying. Now they are lining up care homes. This here is the entrance to Hales Lodge in Winterton, which is a care home that houses adults with learning disabilities. And there are now reports and rumours swirling that the property is going to be sold off, potentially to house asylum seekers. The executive director of personal service at learning disability charity Mencap said that this property, which is home to several people with learning disabilities, is currently owned by Mencap. In the coming months, this service will be closing, and we are in the process of supporting residents and their families with their move to other nearby locations. They go on to say that the local council did not know who had purchased the site or what their intentions were. Seriously, is there anything that is off limits? Is anything safe that houses us UK residents? Are we safe in any way? Again, guys, you can't be angry at the immigrants for this. You can't be angry at the members of staff or the owners of the property. You have to be angry at the ones that are truly causing this, which is, and solely is, the government. For fuck's sake.
Do you want to give your house to the government or to your kids? So many people, the key asset they've got in their life that they've worked hard their entire life for is their house. Now let's say you're in an unfortunate situation due to health or whatever, you've got to move into a care home or a nursing home. The government will take every last penny, savings, anything valuable, houses, anything, until you're down to your last £20,000. Don't believe the headline that you've only got to contribute 86,000. That's nonsense. You still got to pay for your accommodation. You're probably going to do £1,000 a week, even if they're theoretically paying for your care. So if you don't want that to be you, you need to learn how not to give your entire life savings in your house to the government, to Rishi and his mates, and so you can give it to your kids instead, or even the cat's over if you want.
Put it down! Taser, taser!
Knife on the floor now, or you'll be sprayed.
Police officer with a taser.
A horrific case is unfolding at Suffolk Crown Court after a 93-year-old man with one leg was allegedly assaulted by police in his care home. Donald Burgess was in a wheelchair holding a small cutlery knife when two officers entered his room in East Sussex in 2022. Prosecutors say just over a minute after arriving, PC Stephen Smith emptied synthetic pepper spray into the pensioner's face, struck him with a baton, and his colleague, PC Rachel Komoto, tasered him. Care home staff had called 999, saying Mr. Burgess had earlier flicked food and poked a carer. But the court heard the officers failed to speak to staff or de-escalate before using force. Jurors were shown body cam footage and told the elderly man posed no real threat and couldn't have moved due to his condition. Mr. Burgess was hospitalized and died 3 weeks later after contracting COVID, though the court stresses the officers are not being blamed for his death. PC Smith and PC Kamoto deny all charges. The trial continues.
Ignore the state of me, and I never come on and do a video like this, right? But you know what's not talked about enough, and this doesn't go for all carers and like all care homes, but how fucking shit they are. Like, my nana's in one at the moment, but well, she's not anymore because she's ended up in hospital because of the fact that the lack of fucking care that they've given her. She's nearly 90 years old, right? She's got like dementia and things. But just things like my mum's found vapes in the room, my nana was in the lounge and my mum went back to the room to pick up some bits for her. And the carers were just sat in the room with their feet up, just on the phones. And when my mum questioned it, they were like, we were going to take her to the toilet. Well, why the fuck are you sat in here then? And things like where my nana's had a fall and actually broken a hip. And like out of all the 4 people that were there, not one of them have got the same story. Like, it's all a different story. And the fact that, like, they've neglected her, like, cleanliness and her teeth and, like, washing her, that she's got infections. The dentist has put a safeguarding complaint in because she's never seen such a fucking atrocious, like, state of them due to neglect. And the fact that when she has accidents, they turn around and call her disgusting, and that now they have to clean it up. And I just think it's not talked about enough how, like, it happens up and down the country. Like, money's being nicked, like, there's too many people in caring jobs that are not fucking caring. I'm sorry, but I know so many people from school that were school fucking bullies, were absolutely horrible, like, and just horrible to everyone, and they're now a carer. Like, and I understand that, like, they don't get paid, like, that much, it's minimum wage, but where the fuck is this money that we're paying for this care home? It's, like, thousands of pounds a week. Like, where's that money going to? Like, genuinely, because it's obviously not going to the carers. But, like, why don't these people care? Like, I wouldn't work in a care home. I wouldn't work in a hospital or anything like that. Because, not that I'm not a caring person, but I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to wipe people's asses. I don't want to deal with sick. I don't like blood. And it's just not for me. So I've never chose to go down that career. And I just think, like, people just get it as a job. Or I'll just do it, like, you know, whatever the hours are all right. And they just apply. It's just a job. But it's not just a fucking job. Oh, and I honestly, I could speak about this all day. But it's actually fucking disgusting, the treatment that, like, some people get. Obviously, this isn't all care homes, and it's not every single carer either, because there is genuinely good carers out there. But it's just fucking shocking. Like, even my granddad, like, when he was in a care home, like, in the same area, the staff was actually struck off because she was found guilty because she was abusing him, like, and, like, physically abusing him and things like that. And it's like, who the fuck goes to work and thinks, I'm going to hit this fucking old age pensioner? Like, why? Like, you should, like, oh my God. I think if you get caught doing anything like that or behaving like that way, you're sent to jail. Do fucking jail time because you're a fucking tramp. Like, I'm sorry, but it fucking boils my blood, because when I walk past old people, I'm like, oh my God, how, like, cute, do you know what I mean? Like, a nice old person. When you speak to them, like, I love elderly people. I couldn't imagine doing that to, like, anyone, but I couldn't imagine doing that to, like, an elderly, vulnerable person who's at the last stages of their life. Like, what? Like, nobody should be in fear of growing old. And, like, we say it all the time, like, I'd rather be than, like, going to a care home. Like, I'd rather euthanise myself than go into a care home, because the fucking care is shit. I wish I had enough money or won the lottery and I'd open an actual decent care home and get people that actually genuinely fucking care.
Okay, let me be clear. I absolutely do not blame the carers or the nurses. What I've witnessed is a care home that is understaffed. There's just not enough of them. I was under the impression that this place that my mum is spending a fucking fortune on, had loads of staff, you know, that they would give everybody everything that they need. It's not true. My mum had better care at the NHS care home she was in before. Now, this place was quite run down, it was quite shabby, but the care was excellent. One of the things I didn't like about the place, as a bloody amateur, is they would put all the residents in one room, and it was really depressing, you know. They would all just sit there slouched in their chairs with the telly on. But they were never left alone. There was always somebody there to get them a cup of tea or take them to the toilet. Not in the fancy schmancy place. And I know for a fact that that's got nothing to do with the carers and nurses on that floor. There's just not enough of them. to be able to properly look after everybody in that unit. And please be assured, when I speak to the carers and to the nurses, I am smiley, I'm polite, I'm kind, I'm respectful. Now, if in that moment, and actually the next day when the same thing happened again, I'm a bit frustrated and I'm frightened that she's going to hurt herself, then perhaps my tone could be a bit panicky. But am I disrespectful? Am I effing and blinding, swearing and being horrible? Absolutely not. I always try to give people the respect they deserve. I tell you what, the people that don't give a shit about old people's care, when they get old, will have a shock. Although probably they live in a mansion and can afford to have as many staff as they want, so they don't give a shit. And I just looked at the company that operates my mum's care home, and their profits last year was £29 million. Say it was £25 million. How many more carers could they afford to employ? It's a fucking disgrace. Happy carers means happy patients. Good working environments is proven in every industry, improves performance. And I know of so many people who've left the care industry because it's just too horrible and stressful, and it's so underpaid and so undervalued. So carers, I absolutely stand with you. I absolutely stand with you. You should be paid more. They should employ more people. You're doing too much. And honestly, I think that nursing units in care homes, because the residents in this place are having a lovely time, okay? They love it. They love the activities, etc. But there needs to be policy in place that dictates how many carers a nursing unit or a dementia unit needs to have on a floor or per patient, because this isn't safe. What's currently in place at the place my mum's at now, as far as I can see, is not safe. And that is not the carer's fault.
Can someone help me, please? I can't move my legs.
These are the people that brought us into this world. These are the people that set us up, and they're being treated like this.
They're not doing what they say they're going to do, which is let the people die with dignity and respect.
It isn't me. No, I'm not hurting you. What is me?
Did your mum die with dignity?
No. No, she didn't. And if it wouldn't have been for the camera, I wouldn't have found out the way she was being treated.
If you don't want it out, just phone the police.
If she saw this happening to anybody else, she'd be doing what I am doing.
So just quickly, so after the meeting, Dad and I decided to take the cameras out. Well, we took one out and left one in. We left the light in because it was used as a night light. Anyway, it was used every night. But then one night, Mum's up and about, just over at the light. I had this wee sticker on the light saying please do not turn off, and it covered the sensor where the camera was. And we gently scratched this label off, and a nurse finds it. So the nurse picks it up, she walks over to the light, because they've all seen it, and she puts it on the light, and she saw the sensor. And, well, she obviously thought it was a camera. She did, she knew. And stupidly enough, this registered nurse took a full jug of juice and pushed it right up against this electrical appliance. How bloody stupid is that? So anyways, I decided just to remove the light. My dad says, look, we've had that meeting, knuckles will have been wrapped, and we shouldn't have any more problems going forward. So I took all the cameras out. Both of them were removed. They were removed for roughly about, I don't know, 4 or maybe 5 weeks at a push. I would need to go back and double check when we had to put them back in again. And today is the day where some, not all of it, where some of it, some of the rotten things that these people have been doing and inflicting on my mum will be shown today. That just remember, people, that this is just a small piece of the abuse The neglect that they inflicted upon my mum, just a small piece.
Anyhow, I will see you all on the next video.